Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to listen to some mumbly jumbly. All the way from St. Albans, your host for tonight, Abs the Magic, Supercoach Godfather.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. To all my Spanish-speaking friends, hola. Now, today's topic is Archie Perkins. There is a lot of tweets going on Archie Perkins at the moment. Everyone is excited. Let me show you something. All right, we now go to Twitter. We type in Archie Perkins to get the latest stories, and look who's talking about Archie Perkins. We got Didac DT. He's written a whole little article here about Archie Perkins. Who else? Let's keep looking. Who else do we know here? Supercoach Potato is excited. He's talking about Archie Perkins. Damo is thinking about Archie Perkins. Tim Mitchell is saying it could be a nice gamble. He's thinking about Archie Perkins. Just to calm down, everybody. All right, there's more. There's much more. Have a look. Even Nathan is talking about Archie Perkins. Who else? Let's have a look. Mitch Cleary. What's he saying? Archie Perkins playing as a pure mid. Some impact for Will Setterfield at stoppages. Yeah, that's interesting. He's talking about the pre-season game. There's more. Everyone wants him. Nerds for Life is talking about Archie Perkins. The Supercoach Playbook is talking about Archie Perkins. So now it's time for the Scodfather to talk about Archie Perkins just to calm it down. Now, Archie Perkins, he is priced at 314k. Now, that price is just a little bit awkward, okay? Now, 314k, divide that by the magic number. We're getting an average of 57, okay? So we need a minimal, an average of, say, 87, even 90, all right? Now, is Archie Perkins a keeper? Well, it is possible. I mean, if he's going to play in the midfield, he's going to have CBAs, it could be a keeper. Is he going to make us 150k if he's not a keeper? That's also possible. I mean, if you're in the midfield having CBAs, you should be able to average 87. So that's possible as well. So let's dig in deeper. Now, what did he average last year? Let's have a look. It's 57. Okay, that's not a keeper, all right? But just calm it down. There's a reason he averaged 57. Let me show you something. All right, where is this? I've gone into here. Let me show you where he played, all right, last year. Forward, interchange. We'll start at interchange. Forward pocket, half forward. His role was different, okay? When you have a different role, you're going to have different scores. So what we're going to look for today is how much CBAs he had, and did he have any roles in that midfield? That's what we're trying to find. What does he score when he has a good role, okay? We're trying to get this information out of him. Now, let's go back to these scores. I mean, you have 77, 71, 58, 43. They mean nothing. These scores mean nothing if the role is no good. A score of 109 might mean something if the role is good. So I don't know what the role is, all right? He even scored a 52, but looks like he's been injured. Let's have a look. Did he get injured? Did he go off? Well, it doesn't show that he's gone off, but I think he got injured because he didn't play straight after. He didn't play any games after that. Could have been a late injury, all right? So let's not worry about that for now. Let's have a look at these CBAs. Did he have any CBAs? Let's find him. Where is he? All right, just calm it down. I found him. All right. Now, CBAs, not much to get excited about. Well, round one, 33%. It's not much, okay? But it's something. We can at least look at something, okay? What did he score in round one? He didn't play round one, so how is that possible? That's wrong. Is this the wrong year? No, it's the wrong year. All right, just to calm it down. Well, round one, scored 77. That's not bad for only, how much? 31% or 33%, but the problem is that's not enough, okay? We need more. Now, all the way up until round 11, he's had no CBAs. And then from round 11, 13, 14, and 15, he's had a lot of CBAs. And then it stopped again. Now, round 14, he only had 50%, so he had his least amount. Whereas round 11, this is the big one, he had 84%. This is what I want to see. What did he score in round 11? Because this is Round 11 actually, and round 13. These two are big. So what did he actually score? Round 11 and round 13. Round 11, 69. Round 13, 77. Okay. Well, that's not what I wanted to see, all right? Now, round 14, he's gone 109. But in that game, he only went 50%. He only had 50% CBAs. So, well, if he have less CBAs, he scores more. Is that how it works? He obviously would have kicked some goals. Let's dig in deeper. Okay, we're only gonna look at 4 games. I'm not gonna look at all these games, and it's a very small sample size to work with. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to review this player because he didn't have a lot of CBA time. So we can only go with what we got, information we have. The rest is all going to be guesswork, and I don't like guessing, so I'm just going to go with what I've got. Now, round 11, round 13, round 14, round 15. These are the only scores I'm going to go with. So let's have a look. Round 11. What did he do? All right, here we go. Round 11. He started on the bench. Moved into the middle for the CBAs. And he had 82% CBAs. That's a lot of CBAs. And then he played a little bit on the wing, a little bit up forward. Looks like he spent a bit of time up forward as well. And so for the role, it makes sense that he didn't score much because he's not in the middle, actually. He's actually starting in the middle but moving forward. So it's a different role to what supposedly he has this year. Okay, next game, which is, here we go. Now this is a better map. A lot of time in the midfield. He had 73% on this game. That's a lot of time in the midfield here. A bit of time on the wing. Obviously he's following the ball, but it's not a lot of touches. It doesn't look like he's a 1-2 player. He probably just gets the ball and gives it off, or handballs, or kicks it. But it doesn't look like he's running with the ball. Or look, there's no forward time here. So this is actually all midfield time. And on this game, with all midfield time, he only scored 77, so it's not a huge score. It's actually not enough. It's actually worrying. All right. Now in his next game, this was the big score where he went 109. He didn't have that middle spot. He was on the wing, even though he had 50% CBAs. He's only only had 2 clearances. I'm not sure if they are clearances, but he's mainly on the wing and in the forward line. Now he's kicked 1 goal, 2 behinds. He may have had some goal assists, but it's not the chart that I wanted to see. So even though it's a 109, it means nothing because this is not a good map. This is not where I want him. So we're going to cancel that one out. And in the next game, he had, how much CBAs did he have this game? Where is he? I lost him. 62% CBAs. With 62% CBAs, he only had 1 touch in the middle. The rest were in the forward line again. So where is he playing? Is he playing in the middle or in the forward line? Looks like it's more the forward line. So he could be a stringer type player where he starts in the middle, then moves to the forward line. Because if you take more notice, all right, have a look at Stringer. Whilst he was in the middle, while Perkins was in the middle, all right, Stringer was not in the middle. So Perkins actually took Stringer's spot in that middle. Plus a bit of Parrish's spot, but he's actually doing what Stringer does. Then Stringer went back in the middle, and Perkins disappeared. So they sort of alternated. But it looks like Perkins did exactly what Stringer does, which is start in the midfield, then go into the forward line. That's what I'm seeing from the charts. So the question then it becomes, is he going to be a permanent mid, or is he going to start in the mid and go into the forward line, or go onto the wing? Now, we look at all the Essendon midfielders. Who is Perkins competing against to get his midfield time? Now, we have Merritt and Parrish. Now, both of these boys are number 1 and 2. He's not going to take their roles, okay? So, he's going for the 3rd spot. Now, in the 3rd spot, who do we have? Who is he competing against? We have Shield. Okay, well, Shield is a very similar player to Merritt and Parrish, so he may get the 3rd spot. Shield may actually rotate when one of these two are on the bench, so it's a possibility he might get the 3rd spot still. We have Heppel, he's not going to have that mid-time spot. McGrath's going into defence, so that's no competition there. Caldwell is a possibility because Caldwell, I listened to his interview, and he said he's going to be a tagger. He's looking at and he's coached by the best tagger that's ever been born. So Caldwell could be a possible tagger. So if there is a role that Caldwell has, then I would say our boy Perkins may lose the midfield in that particular game. So it's going to be the games that suit him. Now, if that's the case and he scores, let's say, a 60 and goes to the forward line or to the wing, it may not be good for his cash flow, all right? Now, who else is there? There's Nick Martin. Now, Nick Martin's going to probably go on the wing or half forward, so he's safe there. Langford, again, probably more of a half forward. We have Will Setterfield. Now, he may go in that middle. He's probably more likely to be in the guts. So, he has a bit of competition, all right? All right, let's continue. My final thoughts. Now, this may be unpopular opinion, okay? Now, when you're spending roughly about 310k, all right, you got to use your cash wisely, all right? When you go shopping, you use your cash wisely. If you see Omo is $20, you wait 1 week, you wait the week after for $10, half price. You always use your cash wisely. Now, a free 10k, Perkins. We have Perkins. At 320k, we have players such as, they're in different positions in our Supercoach team, but this is the players that we have at 320k. Who have we got? We have Sheed. We know he's going to be midfield. We have, who else do we have? We have Hopper. We know he's going to be, now is Perkins going to be as good as Sheed and Hopper? Now, even though he's a forward, he takes up a forward spot, and that forward spot is vital because we need that mid-pricer there. But is Perkins going to be as good as a Hopper and a Sheed? Well, maybe. All right, let's just say maybe he is. All right, but at the moment we don't have any information that he is. His scoring doesn't reflect that he is. His role may reflect that he might. So the role says might. All right, but doesn't say is. So just to calm it down, is a difference between might and is. Now, for me, I see it as a pass. There's a reason. I don't know his exact role. He's played in the midfield in intra-club games, all right? So in the intra-club games, he's in the middle. So that's a good sign. It is. But when you have 44 Bomber players, 44 players, they need midfielders, they need mids to make up 2 teams, okay? So in when you have 2 teams, he's a midfielder, permanent. That's no problem because they don't have enough midfielders. They only got like 8 midfielders, so they need the midfielder to play in these intra-club games. Now, when they play with 22 players, the question then becomes, where does he play? Does he play mid or does he play mid/forward-wing? That's my question. And that's something you have to figure out. So it's going to be go with the heart for you guys. Go with the heart. If you like to gamble, I would say, yeah, it's a gamble because it's a huge gamble. And even though I play crazy and reckless sometimes, I actually don't gamble much. I'm a reformed gambler. Just calm it down. I don't gamble. So I like to go with the odds that are in favour of me. If I do, I play poker and the odds are always in my favour. So in this one, the odds are not in my favour. So I say go with the heart. And that's all for today. And remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.